Poor girl. She went through a lot during this movie. It's your girl Bree and I'm back again. Hey y'all, how are y'all doing? So I'm coming at y'all with my top 5 favorite scary movies. This is part 2 of my favorite scary movies featuring Tubi. Tubi is a free app. You can watch it on your smart TV or your smartphone. These movies are legit good, okay? For it to be a free app, you're gonna get some good movies with this app, okay? All right. Before we get right into it, make sure y'all check out my other social medias. They will always be linked in the description box below, so make sure you check your girl out. And these are not in any particular order. These are just my top 5, okay? And also, disclaimer, there is no spoilers. I'm not gonna tell y'all about these. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all little details, but it's not gonna be a spoiler. I promise y'all that. You just gonna know what I liked and how it made me feel, okay? All right, so coming in hot, this movie called ATM on Tubi. I like the movie. I like the movie because of the unique ways these people was trying to get out of the situation they were in, okay? Could y'all imagine going to an ATM and it just takes a turn for the worse? Like, I understand like people robbing somebody at an ATM, but no. The bad guy in this movie wanted more than that. Yeah, he wanted a lot more. So make sure y'all check out that movie. Also, it was messed up at what happened at the end. So make sure y'all pay attention towards the end of this movie. Because what the bad guy did at this movie, he should be ashamed of himself, okay? He should be ashamed. Make sure y'all check out that movie. Y'all, this one is one of my top favorites, okay? It's called P2. P2. Y'all, so this is a good movie to watch maybe like on Christmas Eve when the kids are asleep. And this is like a late night movie, late night scary movie, because it's Christmas time in this movie. So with this movie, basically this girl was at work and she was just trying to get home to her family to enjoy Christmas Eve, just like everybody else was trying to do where she worked, and it just took a turn for the worst, okay? Poor girl, poor girl. She went through a lot during this movie. So, yeah. When I tell you, this girl was not giving up, okay? Just know she wasn't giving up. Definitely watch that movie. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Just know, this movie gonna have you like, okay, sis was strong in this movie. Sis was strong. She wasn't giving up. But yeah, definitely check out P2. Okay, so this movie I watched recently. So this one is fresh on my mind. So it's called Burning Bright. This movie basically starred an animal. I'm not gonna say what kind of animal, but it starred an animal. And basically with this one, you would have never thought what happened with this animal in this movie, okay? You would have never thought that this would happen. And so it was this boy in the movie. He had autism and he could not stand people touching him. And I just couldn't wrap my head around why did he not like people touching him. But I know he was autistic. I don't know if that's like, it's definitely with some autistic people, but not all. I don't think, yeah, I know it's not all because my brother has autism. So I know, yeah, it's just a thing with certain people. But yeah, he did not want to be touched, y'all. And I just thought that was just the craziest thing, that he didn't want to be touched. But it was just like a hug or like just touching him. He did not like it. But anyway, and this movie really hit home for me because what happened in this movie that a family member did over some money was really messed up. It really reminds me of some family members of my family that do stuff for money. You know what I'm saying? And it's not good stuff at all, okay? I'm gonna just put that out there. But Yeah. Make sure you check out this movie. Burning Bright was really good. I really enjoyed that movie. This movie called No Vacancy. Okay, so with this movie, I don't know, it taught me a lot of lessons in this movie, okay? These couples was just going on a little trip to have some fun, and it just took a turn for the worse. And it's just like, the way that it happened, I learned some valuable lessons. One of them being, when people are acting too nice to you, your alarms need to go off in your head. Like, this ain't right. Why are they being so nice? What's going on? What's really going on? For real. But you know what? Some people are genuinely nice. Don't get me wrong. But when people are too nice, I promise y'all need to keep y'all antennas up, okay? When people are too nice. Because when people are too nice, most of the time, they got alternative motives, okay? And then another lesson I learned in this movie is make sure, like, yes, when you go on trips and, you know, go on trips with your friends, of course you're gonna drink and you're gonna have fun, but make sure if y'all are out drinking, make sure you're not drinking so much to the point where you're not making logical decisions. I mean, I know that's common sense, but honestly, I mean, you could just be drinking and just not be keeping track of it, which I ain't never did. But I always keep track of my drinks. Like, hold on. Yeah, let me slow down. But make sure y'all keep track of your drinks. Make sure you know how many drinks you've had. Okay? And make sure y'all hold each other accountable. I know it's going to be hard because y'all trying to have fun. But if you see one of your friends not making good decisions, you need to knock them out of it real quick. Because this movie, those lessons were definitely learned in this movie the hard way. And you don't want to learn stuff the hard way. So yeah, make sure you check out No Vacancy. Okay, this is the last one. It's called The Collector. The Collector. This was a really good movie. This movie had you on the edge of your seat, squeezing the edge of your seat so tight because you're like, what in the world? Like, you thought the movie was gonna go one way and it went a totally different way. Okay? First of all, I don't know, the bad guy in this movie, the bad guy you thought was gonna be in this movie wasn't really the bad guy. The bad guy, you gonna know exactly who that is when you see this movie. And it was just basically a cat and mouse fight. The different things they had going on in this movie was crazy. And keep in mind, this movie is made from the people that made Saw. Like Saw 1, 2, 3, all them Saws. They made this movie. So you already know it's gonna be good with that. Okay? You already know it's gonna be good. And then with this movie, it's like different movies with the same connection as this movie. So make sure when you watch The Collector, make sure you watch the other movie that adds on to it called The Collection. Definitely check them out. Those were good movies. You'll see what the bad guy ends up doing in each movie that connects them. So yeah, definitely watch that movie. Yeah, this movie had an unexpected plot twist. So make sure you're paying attention in this movie. It ain't gonna be hard to figure out what's going on. I'll tell you that right now. But that's the end of part 2 of my favorite scary movies. Make sure y'all check these movies out. Comment down below if you've already seen some of these movies. Let me know what y'all thought. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.